Hello students. Today we discuss the contract under Contract Act 1872. We discuss meaning, formation, ways, types, essentials for a valid contract. First of all, we discuss formation of contract. Under this contract, contract means an agreement which is enforceable by law. An agreement consists of reciprocal promises between the two parties. In case of contract, each party is legally bound by the promise made by him. A contract or an obligation to perform a promise could arise. This contract could arise in three forms: by agreement, standard form of contract, promissory estoppel. Agreement, two parties may agree to something through at mutual negotiations. When two parties may agree to something through at mutual negotiations. When one party makes an offer and the other accepts the same, there arises an agreement which may be enforceable by law. Another one is standard form of contract. Standard form of contract such as the railways, insurance companies, bank, manufacturers of various goods may have to enter into a very large number of contracts with thousands of persons. They cannot possibly negotiate individually with the persons with whom the contract are to be made. These contracts are pre-drafted. These are pre-drafted matters are generally prepared by one party which the other has to agree to as. As a general rule, such standard form contracts are such valid as those entered into through due negotiation. Another one is promissory estoppel. Sometimes there may be no agreement and contract in strict sense of the term. Sometimes there may be no agreement and contract. Or a person making a promise may become bound because of the application of the equitable doctrine of estoppel. For this is the general information of the formation of the contract. If we discuss the contract defined under section 2H, contract discussed under the section 2H of the Indian Contract Act, an agreement enforceable by law is a contract. An agreement which is enforceable by law is a contract. For example, an agreement to sell a radio set may be a contract, but an agreement to go to see a movie may be mere agreement not enforceable by law. There and after this agreement, but before discussed these things, I have also discussed with you how making a contract. How making a contract, first step is offer, another is acceptance, another is promise, another is consideration and enforceability of law, then it makes a contract. But offer, acceptance, promise, consideration, enforceability of law, these are the some steps to making a contract. Offer, when a person give to the proposal offer and another person accept it and both parties making a promise and decided the consideration and apply the law through an agreement, it means enforceability of law, it makes a contract. If we discuss the types of agreements, there are certain types of the agreements. All agreements are classified into certain types. These are valid, void, voidable, enforceable, and illegal. First of all, valid agreement. These are agreements that are enforceable at law. I also discussed before, all agreement which are enforceable by law is a agreement. Such an agreement is fully operative in accordance with the intention of the parties and the law. Such an agreement satisfies all the conditions of a valid contract contract under the Act. These valid conditions defined under Section 10 of the Indian Contract Act. We discussed these essential elements after this. After a valid agreement, it's void agreement. And valid agreement is also discussed under the Section 2H. And void agreement. A void agreement is one which has no legal effect at all. A void agreement is one which has no legal effect at all and is therefore not enforceable at law. Thus, agreements of which the object or consideration is unlawful or which are in restraint of trade or of marriage or of legal proceeding or which are by way of wager, all are void agreements. Its example is section 24 to 30 of Contract Act. All agreements are void agreements. And after that, these are the void agreements and these are the examples of the void agreements. It will thus be seen that there cannot be a void contract. A contract is always an agreement which is enforceable at law, and therefore to speak of a void contract involves a contradiction in terms. And after that, voidable agreement. Voidable, according to section 2I, an agreement which is enforceable by law at the option of one or more of the parties thereto, but not at the option of the other or others, is voidable contract. It could be avoided by one of the parties to the contract at his option. If such a party does not avoid the contract remains valid. But if the prefers to avoid the contract, then the contract becomes void. For example, when the consent of a party to a contract has been obtained by coercion, undue influence, fraud, or misrepresentation, the contract is voidable at the option of the party whose consent has been so obtained. And another one is illegal agreement. There are certain agreements which are illegal and they are forbids the law very act, the doing of which is contemplated by the agreement. For example, an agreement to commit a crime or a tort, or an agreement which tends to corrupt public life, agreement to defraud public revenue is illegal. The law forbids making of such agreements. An illegal agreement may be distinguished from a mere void agreement which may not be opposed to public policy. These are the types of the contract and ways of the contract. And after this, and before another thing we discuss, a question is arise. All contracts are agreements, but all agreements are not contract. Is all contracts are agreements, but all agreements are not contract. We solve this question on the under section 10 of the Indian Contract Act. What agreements are contract? All agreements are contract if they are made by the free consent of the parties competent to contract for a lawful consideration and with a lawful object, and not hereby expressly declared to be void. In order to constitute a contract, both the parties must consent to the agreement. There are certain essentials are necessary. If these essentials complete in a contract, then contract is a valid contract. These are agreement, parties, free consent, consideration to be void, other legal requirements. These essentials are defined under section 10 of the Contract Act. First of all, if we discussed agreement, it must be an agreement. In other words, there must have been offer and acceptance. There must be a proposal to which an unqualified acceptance has been given. it is not necessary that proposal should be made to specific persons. It will do even if it is addressed to nobody in particular. It should be made to specific person. It will do even if it is addressed to anybody in particular. Carlin versus Carbolic Small Ball Company case. This is a very famous case. This case is a journal offer case. Under this, a mere intimation of one's willingness to do business, as in the case of an advertisement to sell goods by auction, which is afterwards, is not enough. And same as Harris versus Nickerson case, if there is neither proposal nor an unconditional acceptance, there is no contract. The minds of both the parties must be ad idem, that is a agreement. It means there is neither proposal nor an unconditional acceptance. There is no contract. There must be minds of both the parties. It means mind of both the party consensus ad idem, must. And another one, parties. Parties must be competent to contract. Parties must be competent to contract. Section 11 and 12 of the Contract Act also deals with this. The parties should be of the age of majority and sound mind and not disqualified from contracting by any law to which they are subject. Certain persons are incapable of binding themselves by a promise or of enforcing a promise made to them. The incapacity may arise from political status or mental deficiency or artificial personality. Another one is free consent. Free consent, the agreements must have been made by the free consent of the parties. Section 13 to 22 relating to the free consent. They must have agreed to something in the same sense, and the consent of a party must not have been obtained by coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation, and mistake. This is a free consent. And another one, consideration. I have also discussed with starting from this lecture that offer, acceptance, promise, consideration, enforceability of law, then contract. And consideration. Consideration, the agreement must be for a lawful consideration and with a lawful object. This consideration deals with section 12, 23 to 25 and 56. Consideration is said to be unlawful if consideration must be unlawful if it is forbidden by law. It is of such a nature that if permitted it would defeat the provisions of any law. Fraudulent, implies an injury to the person or property of another. Court regards it as immoral or opposed to public policy. In these cases, a consideration is unlawful. There is an exception. There are certain conditions enumerated under section 25. This exception is section 25, under which a contract without consideration is treated to a valid one. And another one, to be void. Agreements must not have been expressly declared to be void. Agreement may be oral and written. According to section 9 of the Contract Act, it must be written or oral, express or implied. The agreement must not have been expressly declared to be void according to section 24 to 30 and 56. These are section 24 to 30 and 56 also void agreements. Under this act, following agreements were declared void. These are agreements under mistake of essential to the agreement, restraint of marriage, restraint of trade, restraint of judicial proceeding, restraint of incapable of being certain things, uncertain or incapable of being certain, and way of wager, and other contracts. And other legal requirements are Agreement must fulfill the requirements or formalities necessitated by any particular law. Agreement must fulfill the all requirements or formalities by a particular law. Agreement must be in writing, attested, registered. You got it? Writing, attested, or registered. If an agreement is in a form of writing, attested, or registered, then it is an agreement. Otherwise, it's not an agreement. If so, required by law, by any law in force in India. There are certain agreements such as agreement to pay a time-bar debt, transfer of immovable property, matter to an arbitrator in case of disputes, are such agreements which must be reduced or writing and registered before they can be legally enforced. These are the some examples of the agreements. Those must be legally bound. And these are the essentials of a valid contract. Hope you understand this lecture. Thank you. And if you like my this lecture, then like it. Goodbye.